name is Tzvi Lebetkin, you Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And another month has gone by, which means there's another new issue of Doctor Who magazine. Yeah. We're going to be reviewing it in a minute. We'll do the virtual thumb through so you know if it's worth your time. It's not. It's really not. This issue, while it tries to appeal to most fans of Doctor Who, it's really an issue of filler. I would say it's an issue mostly of filler, with no meat to it. It's really sad. I love Doctor Who magazine. I used to love Doctor Who magazine. Anyway, but listen, we will thumb through it together. And look, you decide. If you decide if you want to buy it, you buy it. I actually would like you to buy it. Weirdly enough, no matter how lackluster the Doctor Who magazine is, I still kind of want it to continue. I guess I just don't like things ending. That's basically it. I just want it to continue. So yeah, hopefully this will appeal to you. You know what else I'm hoping is going to appeal to you? Hitting the like button, that'd be great. I hope that very much appeals to you. I like to be liked. You know what? I'm not embarrassed to admit it. I do like to be liked. I like to be shared as well. But I should really keep that to myself. Share me around, baby. Like, share, hit the subscribe button. We are plowing our way to 3,000 subscribers. Just don't let YouTube find out. Don't let YouTube find out, because they will whip those subscribers off me before you can say, I don't know, hit the subscribe button. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things are good. And of course, go check out my Indiegogo, my two freaking awesome graphic novels. I'm ramping up to end this campaign. I know I keep saying this, but I really genuinely am. I'm ramping up to end the campaign. I'm getting myself booked on other shows right now, but I had an idea for a new piece of artwork. So I had this other piece of artwork which I was waiting to end it on. And I still think it needs a bit more work. And even with a bit more work, I'm not really thrilled with it. Here's the bottom line. I'm not a salesman. I'm really not a salesman. But I can totally sell something that I think is awesome. If I think it's awesome, because I think it's awesome. I'm just saying, I think it's awesome. And I think this is awesome. I think For the Male Gaze Card's awesome. These are extras you get with the DVD. Not DVD, with the graphic novels. I have no idea what. Sometimes I'm looking at something and I say it rather than saying the word I was meant to say. I have no idea what DVD games are. Anyway, a bunch of fantastic cards based on my 12-year-old titillation. So we have Keeping the British End Up, a nice James Bondy one. Party Like It's 1999. Don't Even Think It's Citizen. No Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. I'm Sensing Strong Emotions, Captain, and one more I added on just for the hell of it, because I love it so much. The Force is Female. So anyway, while I'm getting myself all booked up on shows, I had an idea for a new card, right? And this is it. This one I'm really excited about, and we have to do this. It's going to be Raquel Welch from 1 million years BC, or maybe The Land That Time Forgot. I can't remember. I think it was called One Thing in America, One Thing in England. But Raquel, well, just Google it. It looks pretty good. I mean, the poster I'm talking about. Raquel was and Leela from Doctor Who in a I would say somewhat sexualized pose. Maybe we'll put the time machine in the background, maybe a bit of K9. But yes, that one will leave hearts racing. So here's a new piece of artwork which I want, which I wanted to end the campaign on. And listen, we'll look at more on my live stream. I think I can work out where I think it needs a little bit more work. But this is essentially the Fourth Doctor and Sarah Jane Smith, adventuring in time and space as they get older. But listen, look, these things happen sometimes. You do a piece of artwork and you commission it, comes out, and the artist does a great job and does everything. Just still, for you, it doesn't really land. So for me, this one's not really... Look, people have loved it, by the way. I got a ton of great comments about it. But for me, it's not really landing. So anyway, so that's why I'm going for this other piece of artwork. If you get both the graphic novels, you're also going to get this poster. Probably, if we hit $8,000, I imagine we're going to hit $8,000 before the end of the campaign. If not, it's an add-on. It's a $3 add-on. We also have The Eyes Have It, and of course, Great Balls of Fire. Something that nobody would say when reading Doctor Who magazine. It's so lackluster. Okay, so once again, we'll look at the cover. And we'll look at a distinct absence of Jodie Whittaker and the current. A complete absence. The only sign of anything connected to the current era is the logo, and that's because it's a branding guide. There's absolutely no mention of whatsoever. But they still can't help themselves. They still can't work out. Yeah, they worked out that we can't have the current era on Doctor Who magazine because it doesn't sell, right? And I just think that's the reason. I think if it sold, they would have it on the cover, but they can't get over it, right? So here, look, we got the article in here, this stupid article. Face facts: Mobius Doctors revealed. This thing they are obsessed about. They're obsessed about propping up the Timeless Children. It was an extremely divisive episode of Doctor Who. Well, I said Doctor Who, and I don't really consider it Doctor Who, but it's a really divisive episode of Doctor Who, which I think did a lot of damage to it. But that episode is like, the poster boy for the divided lines in fandom, right? And they really want to listen. I don't mind, was it catering to fans of the current era? I'm not. If you like the current era, that's great. But I just think a recognition of it not being very successful is probably good. And the recognition is, look at this cover. There's no sign of it. So pick a lane. Really, that's basically what I'm saying. So let's have a look. We got the second of the Chris Eccleston issue interview. That I think is probably the best thing in this issue. And just a lot of filler. I guess we'll go through this shortly. Shortly, actually, right now. So we got Marcus Hearn's introduction. A bunch of people in this issue who don't really know any of them. Okay, great. That's good to get acquainted. So if I news that 40 years of the Fifth Doctor. Yeah, I just heard yesterday there's two new 3-disc sets coming out with the Fifth Doctor, because it's been 40. Well, we'll just read the story. How about that one? Big Finish has announced a box set of it's 3 discs. I don't really call that box set of audio adventures celebrating the 40 years of the Fifth Doctor. So they're coming in 2 volumes, so 6 discs in all. Volume 1 has sequels of Tell Us by Matt Fitton. Sequels that actually, you might be talking into it with that one. And Gods of War by Sarah Gurka. No, I'm out. Featuring the Ice Warriors and the Autumn Infinity by Tim Foley. Listen, maybe, I don't know, probably not. This is probably a no, which is really, really sad. But okay. It got Future the Jadoon got a listen, it's a diversity award. It's not a real award. Nobody liked it. People liked it because they felt they had to like it because of the female Doctor and a black female Doctor, so they're not allowed not to like it. But it wasn't very good. Honestly, it wasn't very good. More vinyl stuff. Time Fracture's looking freaking awesome. I like, it's got Captain Jack in it and the First Doctor, Dave Bradley's First Doctor. That's looking awesome. And there's a new bookazine, Doctor Who Chronicles from 1975. I would have got the 1965 one if Doctor Who magazine hadn't been quite so weak as it has been recently. So Galaxy Forum, a bunch of letters. Okay, look, fans being fans. I like fans being fans. And actually, again, I when they put artwork from fans of the current era in it, even though I hate the current era, I'm really happy they're enjoying it and they have this creative expression about it, right? But it's not here either. So I don't know. I just don't think it's that popular. So this is interesting. Alternative TV movie titles. That'd be the McGann TV movie with Anthony Ainley as a master, using clips from his appearance in the 1997 video game Destiny of the Daleks. I'm actually going to check that out. Okay, that interests me. Right, there we go. More letters. More letters. Oh, there you go. See, look again. I'm happy that they're. Well, Jodie's not looking very happy there. Everybody else is much happier. Katie Gaines, Doctor Who artwork got Bill Potts, the 13th Doctor, Rose Tyler, and Sarah Jane Smith for International Women's Day. But why is the Doctor looking so pissed off? I don't really understand. What's this? Oh wow, that is cool. Okay, this is a little personal history here. This is Abbey Road. You see Abbey Road? Can I make this any bigger? I think I can. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Come back, come back, come back. Yeah, Abbey Road, right? So they did this really good photo shoot with Capaldi and Jenna Coleman and a couple of Daleks crossing the zebra crossing, the walkway to get to the Abbey Road studios. So fine. So my grandparents, this is a true story, okay? My grandparents had an apartment, a flat as we call in England, right next to it, like really right next to it. We had to use that bloody crosswalk. It's the famous crosswalk from the Abbey Road album cover, right? So somebody got a picture of them doing that photo shoot, which I love. I absolutely love that. So yeah, long story short, my grandparents, they were offered to be able to buy that in the 80s. It wasn't like the 60s, the 80s for something really cheap, for like 30 grand. And they're like, nah, I'm like, my dad wanted to buy it. It's like, that's gonna be worth a fortune. And if they did that and they held on to it for like till the 90s, like 10 years, they probably would have sold it for a couple of million. But there you go. Future financial planning, not my founder's strong suit. Apparently, well, my father's, not the rest of them. Time space visualizer. What's Capaldi doing? We'll be rotating cast with Nick Payne's two-hander Constellation. I love to see Capaldi in absolutely anything. Quite frankly, I would love to see it in absolutely anything. Absolutely anything. Noel Clarke got a BAFTA award. This is what I hate about the current day and age we live in. Yeah, Noel Clarke is a intelligent and very talented actor, director, writer, and he had to wait for the current age to get an award because of his skin color, not because of his talent, okay, because of his skin color. And I just. It upsets me, like he's like a genuinely very good creative person, and you're like, no, let's wait till 2021. It's just it really just upsets me. Blimey, look at this different universe, 2006. We see how well BAFTAs. See how well Doctor Who's doing, how beloved it is, all these spin-offs. How excited everybody is. Not so much, not so much anymore. So this is an article about the Eighth Doctor. It's basically bringing people up to speed. I think it's bringing new fans of the from the 2005 series onwards up to speed about the Eighth Doctor. And yeah, listen, this was my era, man. I read these books. I was really into the Virgin New Adventures, and I like that they tried to keep the continuity from the New Adventures to the BBC range by having similar writers. Body Snatchers, that's a pretty good book. Alien Borders, excellent book. War of the Daleks, not so much. But yeah, so this article, it's like a 3-page article, like bringing you up to speed about what the Doctor did next. Although, why do they have a... This is from Aliens of London, right? Well, okay, wait. Well, what's that there for? Below, model of the damaged Big Ben clock down aliens. 8 years earlier, Dying Days featured a giant spaceship over Big Ben. That's kind of a bit of a tenuous connection, which is the entire issue of Doctor Who magazine, tenuous connection. This is when Nick Briggs became the Doctor for a little bit. So Nick Briggs was the Doctor in some fan audios called Audio Visual. Pretty good. He was a good Doctor, actually. And those fan audio group they went on to become Big Finish, essentially. But in the comic book, his incarnation of the Doctor became the Doctor for a story when McGann's Doctor regenerated into him. But it was all turned out to be a ruse. And yes, look at that, they had a lesbian kiss. God, really? Again, in the 90s, I guess. It's okay. So this is like a potted history of McGann's run for people who aren't that familiar with it. No interest, mate. No interest in this whatsoever. I hope it does well for you. So this is like, this is like the most, stocking stuffer filler I can possibly imagine. This is fluff beyond fluff. Nick Sheffels talks to Harry von Gorkum, the actor who was very nearly cast as the Eighth Doctor. Listen, look, on Sabbath, I'm offline. Which is Friday night to Saturday night, I'm offline. So I don't use any electronic devices. So what I normally do is I print out bits of magazines, and my magazines I get digitally and read on Sabbath. This is actually something I'm going to print out and read, because I'm thinking, so what, who cares? Really? So, look, I'm glad you nearly got a job one time, but, to have, how many, a 3 or 4 page article on this? What? Okay, these are all the other actors who weren't cast. Tony Slattery. I was thinking it might be Tony Slattery. So we got a 1, 2, 3, A 4-page article. I mean, come on. This is a 1-page filler maximum. Absolute maximum. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't get the job. What do you want me to tell you? Paul McGann got it pretty good. So here's actually, I'm interested in reading. Finish reading, I think the second after the Chris excellent interview. Is a good idea. They split it out over two issues. I'm going to be interested to see what he says about Joe Ahern, because they also got an interview with him in this issue. And I can't remember, I think it was Keith Boak who he had a real big falling out with, which basically meant, which is why he left Doctor Who. And could they have not just have gotten to shave the beard and put a leather jacket on for a photo shoot? I mean, really? And like, Chris, cheer up. Okay, just cheer up. Okay, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Yeah, what's that song? It's a nicer day. Shut up in your face. So that'll be reading. Eagle Moss trying to squeeze some more life out of Doctor Who. Yeah, I just don't. I used to subscribe to them. I got most of the Doctors with it, and I just got bored. Basically, I subscribed to this so I could get this. That was really cool. You with your subscription, you got this really good Dalek Emperor model from what was it, the 2005 season when the Dalek Emperor showed up. So now they got an interview with Joe Ahern. Okay, vaguely interested, I guess. Maybe I'll read that. I don't know. It's a bit of a stuffer. It's a bit of a filler, which is this entire issue. We're like halfway through. Only 77 pages as well. Easily 100 pages. This is really bad. So yeah. Okay. Take a hint. Take a bloody hint. This guy was not Dr. Bloody Who. Oh, just take a bloody hint. Okay, the fact that you can't put the current era on the cover, not for nothing, is mainly to do with the timeless bloody children. That was the thing that broke most people, right? That was like the wokeness. I think a lot of people were living with it. So yeah, this is a whole article about the guy who they used a still photo of in the brain of Morbius because timeless children. It's so stupid. Oh, God! I mean, like, yeah, okay. Yes, I get it. It's a true attempt to imply that William Hartnell's not the first Doctor. Yes, it's true. Yeah, but that, again, it's an implication. It's not, you shouldn't go and then rip up all canon and lore based on that. And you didn't do it based on that. You did it based on the Doctor's only been played by a white male. Let's be fair. Let's be frank, right? The Doctor's only been played by a white male, and you found that intolerable. So that's the function of the Timeless Children, to add more diversity to the character of the Doctor. Because, black people can't understand somebody unless they have the same skin color, right? Again, this insane bigotry and racism has just taken over. How many pages is this crap? I mean, like, right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 pages on this crap. 4 pages on this crap. So this is another relatively boring article. And here's something you should take note of. Cameron K. McEwen. I don't remember seeing his name in Doctor Who magazine before. My guess is he's a younger writer, a newer writer, who is cheaper. That's makes I think he's probably cheaper. And I think that, so this is about Doctor Who references in American TV shows. In other words, it's a filler. But I think the reason this is here is because in the boys, this guy wore a Jodie Whittaker t-shirt. Because here, we'll go back to the page overview. Or look, where is it? Over here? You see it over here? Because of this. Because it was a funny cat. God. This is just so stupid. Listen, if stupidity and was it hypocrisy is something not for you, 2021 might not be your year, mate. Might not be your year. So yeah, another filler article, which this is not worth my ink. Okay, it's simply not worth the ink to print out. God, another page of this? Really? What's that? Is that Cobra Kai? Whatever. Doctor Who reference. Oh, yeah, they did a Doctor Who reference on Cobra Kai. Yeah, who cares? More. God, how many pages? How many pages are they putting this nonsense? Okay, we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pages. 6 pages of a 77-page magazine. So here we have something quite cute, but again, it's filler. It's complete filler. And look, this woman's lovely. Was it Millie McKenzie? She makes all these these cutesy little models, right? These cutesy little models or Doctor Who models, and they're great, right? I'm like, I love her creativity. She likes the current era, obviously. I love her creativity, right? It's great. Yeah, and this is something that I like Doctor Who highlighting, but it's a one-page article. It's a one. If there was any news going on in Cardiff, they could go and do a set report in Cardiff. They could go interview anybody in Cardiff. But no, Cardiff is not interested whatsoever in supporting Doctor Who magazine. But all this stuff is cute, right? I think it's pretty darn cute. I like it. This is quite a good parody of the New Adventures cover, Blood Heat, which is a pretty darn good book. Yeah, this is great. Look. I think this is all fun stuff, and I think she should. I hope she feels great about herself, right? I hope she feels great because this is a fun thing. So then, collectivity. What is that? I don't remember seeing that. It must be a 12-inch action figure. Okay, great. So I had a lot of this stuff. It came out. The video came out in a lot of different formats. I only had it in one. I had it on VHS. I did have it in VHS. I had it in. I got it on Blu-ray. Is that Blu-ray? I'm not sure if I do have it on Blu-ray. Blimey, this guy's got a lot of versions of this stuff. Wait, there's that an Eighth Doctor? This is not an Eighth Doctor piece of merchandise. This is the Full Doctor piece of merchandise. I remember that came out. It was in the Wilderness years. Okay, when nothing was going on. We have the both Eighth Doctor action figures. I actually did a custom. Let me see if I can show you. Like my custom. I never bought the official. Night of the Doctor figure, but here's my little custom one, because if you bought the War Doctor, you got the Eighth Doctor's head. So this is the body was a Keeper of Traken Fourth Doctor, and then I took the coat from an Eighth Doctor and repainted. But I kind of prefer my custom to the official one, even though if I drop it, the head does come off. But you know what? That is such fandom for you. That's what fandom is about. Stuff like that. So okay, I never heard this annual, but this fannual of the 1997 fannual. I might try and get that. That looks pretty darn cool. That does look pretty darn cool. Fine. Let's keep going. More merchandise. What was this? This was never a playset. This was something that somebody built, I think, right? I think. Is there a sign saying what this is here? Bottom on the left, the interior of the Bluebird Toys TARDIS playset. I had no idea they ever made that. Marvel Comics, the special. Well, I had no idea I really had no idea that they ever made that. I can't believe I missed it. I really can't believe it. This is incredible. This guy's got the original console. It's somewhere in the museum. I think it's where is it? In America somewhere. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing to have, the console. So Fact and Fiction is the Ambassadors of Death. Honestly, if you're going to do a Pertwee one, why not do was it season 10 that just came out on Blu-ray? Right, I think there'll be a heightened interest with it now. Even though Ambassador of Death, great story, but why not do? There's any of them that just came out on Blu-ray, right? Would that not have made sense again? And this is just the kind of fan thinking that's lacking from Doctor Who magazine today, and it really is lacking from it, which makes it so lackluster. So okay, Fact and Fiction. Thank God they had some filler there. More Eighth Doctor stuff. They talk about Dreadnought, the comic strip that lasted for a week or 2 weeks. Gary Russell did it. Lee Sullivan on the art. We never saw it again. But yeah, look, it was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. Season poll. God, leave me alone. I would have got this if Doctor Who hadn't been so crap of late. And also, I think that's more for print than digital. Fine. So then, reviews of what was it? Return of the Cyberman. I honestly, Sadie Miller played Sarah Jane Smith. Sadie Miller is Elizabeth Sladen's daughter. She played Sarah Jane Smith. Not very well. Not very well. Didn't sound anything like her whatsoever. The other story they did though, the Doomsday Contract, that was really, really good. I've just finished listening to this, and it is hot garbage. Hot garbage. Avoid. I'm recording my review of that next. It's really bad. Really, both stories in it, really bad. This actually looks quite fun. So I guess I'll read the review of that at some point. Lonely Assassins, no interest whatsoever. Yeah, sorry, no interest. You can win stuff. Okay, nice. Coming in Third Doctor Adventures. God, I hope this is good. You know, it's got Sadie Miller in it as well, and she's just not very good. And also, who's in it playing Liz Shaw? Dashni Ashford. That's what's her name? I remember the actress' name. The minute I stopped recording this video, that is her daughter playing Liz Shaw. Caroline John, right? Again, nothing. There was nothing like her. Really, nothing like her whatsoever. Okay, but look, they've all been good so far. But I would say that about the early, the David Bradley stories so far. Yeah, I'm sorry. Even David Tennant will not drag me back to putting money down on Torchwood. Yeah, this I got ordered because listen, I got all the rest of them, and I think this is a nice way to carry on. I think they should have done it as a graphic novel, quite frankly. And then next month they're going to be doing about season 24 because the Blu-ray's coming out. Okay, just see what they got coming out. Let's see what's coming next week. Anything of any interest whatsoever, or more filler? Secret of the Sixth script editor, Margaret. Yeah, geez, look, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel, right? You're really scared. Kate Estrell, who was really integral in the 80s, the John Nathan Turner production office, because they talk about her a lot in, what was that book? Life and Scandalous Times of John. I think it's her they talk about. But again, it's filler. This is not, prime stuff. Who's that girl? Apocrypha remembers the first female doctor. I can't remember who that is, but I can't remember where it's from. And the stuff they're putting into the season 24 box set. Yeah, okay. And then, so 75 pages, not even 70. And then you got, more ads. A couple more ads. Listen, if you want it, go ahead and buy it. I bought it. I kind of regret buying it. But that's just the way it is. No sign of Jodie Whittaker on the front cover, but a lot of sign of loving her deeply. Still remains in the interior of the comic. And again, how's that worked out for you? Don't you remember, like a year ago, your super diverse time team, or 2 years ago, all these things that you were so proud of, that you thought was going to be so great, that it's going to be so popular, has failed. May I recommend maybe get some diverse fans on both sides of the cultural aisle. Maybe could do that. There was these fans. They did this incredible book about the Blackpool, the Blackpool exhibition. Just it's gorgeous. Go find it online. It's absolutely gorgeous. Tons and tons and tons of rare pictures. Maybe something about it. There's so much they could be doing. But what can I tell you? I just don't think they can afford it because it's not going down very well. So there you go. My review of Doctor Who magazine. I guess next month we'll come and do the same thing again and go, oh, that's crap. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, you are the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. So you are notified when new videos drop.